Yes, Tuukka's helping us with the boxes. Are you getting them all ready to go to recycling? Right now, my husband Darnell, Tuukka, our 5-pound chihuahua Einstein, and I are completely changing our lives. We're packing up our pickup truck and moving our little fam across Canada from bustling Toronto to a land of wide open spaces in Prince George, British Columbia. What's up, guys? We are 74 days out from our move, 73 today, from Toronto to Prince George, British Columbia, which is so exciting. We are driving across Canada in a minivan with our then 1-year-old. Right now he's only 9 months old. Hey, buddy? Yeah, Tuukka's 9 months old. He's a walking dude. Right now he's crawling to you, but he can walk. This week is Purge Week. That's it starts! First bin. Tuukka and I are having breakfast. Hey, Bubs. How's your pancake? Hi. How does it feel, darling?
Feels good.
Welcome to the first video in our crazy adventure. We're moving across the country from Toronto, Ontario to Prince George, BC. Woo! And we're only taking the belongings that fit into our vehicle and starting a fresh chapter of our lives. Yes, we're moving in the middle of a pandemic, and yes, we are driving across the country with a toddler. And it's our first big action towards the move, Purge Week. We're essentially throwing out our worldly possessions. Well, most of them. So let's do this. As we're starting to pack up, we're also selling a ton of our belongings. One of the craziest parts of our move is that we're only taking what fits in our vehicle. I know, right? But hear me out. We're going to be moving into my in-laws for a while we get set up in Prince George, while we get our bearings, get up to speed work-wise, and also find land and start building our home. So we're selling so many things. Here I am doing a photo shoot of the items we found so far while packing to sell. I find selling stuff kind of stressful, but also incredibly rewarding. Full disclosure, we made our gas money and then some selling stuff on Facebook and Kijiji. Highly recommend. During the week, we started culling the stuff in our condo, packing boxes and sorting, and now the real action starts! Woo! First major task of Purge Weekend, going through our locker. We're sorting into 4 categories: dump, donation, selling, and keeping. Oh my god, so much stuff. We have some serious work to do. We've also just learned the dump closes at 12:30. It's 10 a.m. Time to work fast. Once we pulled everything out and sorted them into 4 piles, everything except donation and dump goes back in the locker. Selling and further culling is for another moment. The clock is ticking. Making good progress. It's been like 20 minutes. Hey, Tuukka! What you doing? Thank you for being so patient. Look at all the cool toys you have. Are you going to show us? You going to show everybody your toys? Gotcha. Okay, we'll go real fast. Holy cow, guys. Well, we did it, babe. We did it in like 30 minutes.
What?
We did it in 30 minutes. First run is on its way. Oh, there goes my tripod leg. First run, boobs. We're gonna go to the dump now. We gotta go upstairs.
Go upstairs and grab a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, there's still, okay.
Only a few runs of that.
Right. Okay, but we have an hour left before the dump. We have to leave for the dump, so we are in good condition. That is very, very cool. Okay, 11:30 on the nose, and we are in the car on our way to the dump. How exciting. The Durango is packed to the gills.
I need your sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Damn it, babe. Bring your own damn sunglasses. We're killing it this morning. We are absolutely killing it this morning. I called the dump, or I checked the hours today at 10 o'clock, and we were like, fuck, 12:30. Okay. So we're on our way though, and it's 11:30. We're in good shape. Boom. Phase one of move. Yeah, the excitement builds. Guys, I've never been to the dump before. I always miss the dump run. Every move, I've missed the dump run. So I'm pretty stoked. Last move, the boys went. Darnell and Matt went. I did not. I was working or something. I was doing something. But now, I finally get to see what the dump is all about. It's probably not that exciting, is it?
In 200 meters, your destination will be on the right.
Holy shit, that's a lot of junk. Wow. Okay, this is every bit as cool as I was hoping it was gonna be. I think I have been missing out. I truly think I have been missing out. This is quite the experience. Darling has asked me to get out of the way and not to help, so he can just wing it. Get everything out. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's throw that. Empty truck. Excellent. Woohoo! Good job, babe. Take a big pan around the dump. Yeah. Yes, because it was very cool. Shot. We just got rid of 2.5 tons of shit from our life. Very proud of us. And we've already sold over $400 worth of shit on Facebook Marketplace.
No. We didn't get rid of 2.5 tons because the weight of the vehicle is factored into that.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So we only got rid of like 300 pounds.
300 pounds. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because this vehicle's giant. Okay. 400 pounds of shit. Still, very nice, very good. Now we're on our way back home. We're gonna do a donation run this afternoon, so we have to go back to the locker, back through all of the stuff that is by the front door right now that is slated for donation, and pack up the truck again, and then head over to the Value Village, which is close to our house, and also right across the street from the paint place. So we're gonna order some paint, pick up some paint, go to the dollar store, get paint supplies so we can start working on that this week. This week is all about cleaning, painting, and getting our carpets done. Unbelievable. We also have tomorrow, but we're killing it. So why not continue to kill it and see how far we can get today before the fights start, which is what, like 6:30?
Well, the main card starts at like 9 or 10.
Cool.
A bacon breakfast sandwich on a biscuit with a large coffee, 3 milk.
Alrighty guys, it is 1:45. We are home. We had some lunch. Tuukka had some lunch, right Bobs? How was your lunch? Did you like your lunch? Was it yummy? Yeah, it was yummy, except now he's bored and very tired of sitting in the thing. So we're on our way out, trying to get as much down as possible. We've got 2 loads coming from the apartment, going back to the locker, grabbing another load. We have to get now to the donation place by 4 o'clock, and the paint shop closes at 4 too, which is across the street, and we're gonna pick up some paint so that we can start painting this suite. Okay, onward. Onward, yeah babe. And we're back. Back in the locker room. Uh-oh. This is the tough part. Getting through the door. It's like the only door in the whole building that isn't accessible with the like thing that you push the button or whatever. Anyways, here we are. Getting a bunch of stuff for the donation place from the locker. Second last trip to the locker today. The last trip will be things that we're gonna sell and bringing them upstairs so I can take pictures of them during the day tomorrow and get our selling on. Now that we've cleared space and we can have a look, we've got to organize the locker and get ready for painting. So it is 2:14. I'm thoroughly impressed with how quickly this day is going for us. I mean, granted, we have been decluttering for a week and a bit now, so we have a good sense of where everything is. So we're just pedal to the metal at this point. Cool. All right, here we go. Alrighty, well, my paint experience was a little cold. Whoops. I didn't bring a jacket. That was silly. So it was a little cold, but you know what? It happened. It was good. And now we're at the dollar store. I'm hanging out in the car with Tuukka, who's sleeping. This is boding really well for our trip because we are going to be driving across Canada in some kind of vehicle, and he'll be just over 1 year old. He's 9 months right now. Almost 10 months. Wait, what day is it? 16th. 10 months tomorrow. Last time we went to BC, which was in the summertime, he was not a fan of the car. He was all about crying in the car, really pissed off about being in the car. So it's nice to see that he's just like chill and playing and sleeping, and he's been so chill today. Between moments, like as I'm like getting him into his stroller or getting him into his car seat, he's like freaking out. He does not want to do this. He wants to play. And this is a weird day for him. I mean, he's so used to just sort of playing all day and being out and about and whatnot. But this is a total out and about in a different way. So But I think he's enjoying it. Like once he's in his seat, he seems to be enjoying what's going on. So that's super cool. I am very, very pleased about that. It's going to be a long trip. It's 4 or 5 days, depending on how frequently we stop. First day is the hardest, which is perfect because then we can like test his limits for the first day and then have way more stops after that. We're gonna have, just because Ontario's so like it's freaking huge, so getting from Toronto to Thunder Bay is our plan, which is 15.5 hours of driving. So who knows if we'll make it. There's also Sault Ste. Marie, which is about 8 hours away. So might try for that one. I don't know. We'll see. Then beyond the first day, it's kind of like 4 to 6 hour drives, 8 hour drive, and, you know, so that's much better. And we can take our time, so we can stop. We can go to the park. We can get out and, you know, let him run around. And burn some of that energy, which would be great. Oh yeah, I was telling you guys about my paint experience. So we had a curbside pickup for paint. I got 2 gallons of flat white, and then we picked up some paint chips for an accent wall that'll be gray in the living room. There was one person in front of me, so I was waiting in line outside. It's like 4 degrees. It's nice, but it's like winter coat nice. It's not light sweatshirt nice. But because we've been running around, I've just been so hot and I haven't really thought about it, but fine. I was outside for 10 minutes. It was just 5 minutes, you know, wait in line, and then it just took longer than I expected for her to process my payment. There was like, my tap wasn't working, and then I had to switch cards, and then disaster. But it doesn't matter. Got 2 things of paint. Now we're gonna go home, and we've got a locker to sort. We've got some boxes to bring down because we're trying to empty out the condo so that we can put everything in the middle of the floor and paint it. We're also considering hiring someone to paint, but some of the quotes that have come in are just a little bit high for what we were expecting. So we're going to see if we can do it ourselves. If not, plan B, we hire someone, get them in. We've already got the paint. It's fine. They can come and do it. And my dad might help us too, which would be sick. So I'm gonna give him a call tomorrow and see what his schedule is looking like. This week is almost coming to a close, and the goal this week was declutter and pack. So we have to assess how far we've actually gotten with that. I think we did pretty well. I think we've done really, really well. I think when we get home, we're going to be able to look around and be like, okay, these things are going to fit in the car. These things are not. Maybe we can ship these. Maybe we won't. Maybe we need to get rid of more stuff. Or maybe we need to get a bigger vehicle. That's a possibility too. So, there you go. Right now, as of this very moment, we're planning on renting a minivan. And then driving that baby chock full of our belongings to British Columbia. We're moving to Prince George, which I'm so stoked about. So, crazy adventure. I love it. I have always wanted to drive across this beautiful country. I have always wanted to live in British Columbia. It's amazing. It's amazing what happens, like, when you take a step back and you look back at your life and at different periods of time, and you're like, holy shit, like that's what I saw for myself, and here it is, here it's coming, the opportunities are arising, and we're seizing them. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I almost closed the door on Donnell, sorry. It's 5:15 now. We've been home for a little bit. Oh, you brought your speaker. Nice. Boom, we're gonna have some tunes in the locker. We had to take a break. We needed a break, so we took a couple hours. Tuukka finished his nap, and we had some snacks and some coffee, and now we're on our way back to the locker because it's organizing time. Don't be sad, honey. Don't be sad, we're almost done. Oh, Baba. This is very unsettling. Yeah, the house is a bit...
We'll have sand from...
Alright, so Tuukka's feeling a little unsettled because everything is moving. Everything's moving around. The house doesn't look like itself. But you know what, Tukes? Right now we're tidying it so that it'll start looking like itself again. We can bring some boxes down to the locker.
What's up, buddy? Why do you need Daddy to hold ya? I can still love you. I give you a hug. I give you a hug. Why does it have to be holding?
Wow. Okay. So the locker is now packed to the gills with most of our stuff. All of our boxes that have been packed so far, plus things that we're selling, plus things that are business related that are not coming with us as well. Holy moly. So, the news is that bodes really well for us in terms of fitting into our vehicle. Because of the dimensions of the locker and what we anticipate we can actually stack in the vehicle. Very happy about that. So hopefully we don't have to ship anything in advance. We'll see.
Bring that up. Look at the kid's bed table.
Oh, look at him. Oh my God, Tuukka. Oh, he's falling asleep. What's up, guys? It is now just before 9 o'clock. Tuukka's asleep. I just took one more load of recycling down. We've done a very good job today. Crazily, the condo does not look like we did anything. But we did do a lot of things. So it was actually a really productive evening. Not only did we get the locker organized, sorry, hold on. We got the locker organized. So tomorrow we're going to be taking out some boxes and bins so that we can properly empty this condo so that it can look really good for showings when we list it, which is in T-minus a week and a half. Oh my God. Tomorrow is all about getting shit out of here so that our condo looks, I suppose, less lived in. And we can really start a deep clean and we can really start on painting this week, or finished painting and finished deep cleaning, honestly. Okay, good night, y'all. It's time for some tea. Yeah, what would you like to tell them? Oh, yes, tell them more about that, Tuukka. Tell everybody more about that. Tell everybody more about the move that we're going to make across the country. Yeah, we're going to move all the way across Canada.